So after the last video, I figured out I just wasn't thinking straight. I figured out the order. The way you should be thinking about it, which jumped into my head immediately, was that whatever is in front, which would be this pink cloud here, and I'll play this for you. The pink cloud's in front. That's the very top layer on the timeline. Second is the second layer. Below that, third layer, fourth layer, and furthest bottom layer. So whatever's closest to you is the top on the timeline, and whatever's furthest away, the sky, is the bottom. We have cloud 1, flying machine 1, cloud 2, flying machine 2, and the sky furthest in the background. Okay, so everything's here is done except for the titles, the intro and the outro. I'm going to click on the top layer on the timeline and then click on the plus new layer. Double click on that, give it a name, titles. Click on that first layer right there, and I'll choose my text tool. If, by the way, you have I have blank space to write in, but if you don't, you could always use your rectangle tool. I'd recommend a dark stroke and a light background. So you can do that and then do the text tool on top. I don't really like that, so I'm just going to use the text tool by itself. I'll click here. Notice you can choose over in your properties under object. You have your character, your fonts are here. So, whatever that April fat face is fine. And make sure you have a nice color that you want for it. I'll do a dark purple. And if I want it center aligned, I'll click on paragraph. I already have it on center aligned. There's lots of things you can choose from and play with over here. So I'm going to go ahead and type, and it will be Flying Machines by my name. And I can move it around by using the selection tool. I'll put it right there. Let's say I don't like the size of it or aspects of it. I could always double click click to get in there, and then I could click Control A or Command A to select all, or click and drag across everything. And I could resize it if I want to, or change the color if I want to, whatever you choose. And then once you see what that is, remember, you're on the first frame of the titles layer. That's where you need to be. Now we're going to do 3 seconds of that, which is going to go to 72, 3S right there. Make sure you click on the exact frame and add a keyframe right there. We add a keyframe, so it's going to stay there that time. And then after that, I'm going to delete it. And so it'll disappear at that point. Flying Machines by James Magaman. Then it's gone. And we're going to do the last 3 seconds for the end title, and it's a 15-second piece, so 15 minus 3 is 12. That's right there. You can do the calculation stuff. It looks about 288 maybe, but look for the 12-second mark. That's key. Click on that frame, and then I'll add a text title at the end. I'll type the end. And maybe I want something kind of more script looking, so I'll click on my characters and look for something that's nice, like a handwriting is what script means. And I think I just saw one right there, but I want that a larger size. That only goes up to 96. Let's see if I can make it larger, 120. There we go. And I'll move that into place right there. That'll be for the last 3 seconds. It already has an end frame right there. So it'll be over. And let's go ahead and test the movie. Always test your movie at the end. It's looking really good. So when I'm done with this, I will export it as an MP4. I'll show you how to do that. And if not an MP4, an SWV file. We'll do that quick. File, export video media right there. That's for MP4. And you'll see that it's an H.264. That's an equivalent of an MP4. You could export from there. That's going to take a while to export. If it takes too long or it crashes, by the way, save before. Click on save and then export. And then if MP4 doesn't work, choose movie right there. That'll make it an SWF file, and that should work as well. If you have any questions, please ask.